The 2018 70.3 World Championships in South Africa, for me, the epitome of world domination from Jan Frodeno, quite literally taking everybody to the cleaners, where an informed Brownlee, Gomez and Canute couldn't overthrow the king of triathlon. What makes this so impressive is that nobody was injured, ill or unprepared, and it was a true test of character and who was the better man on the day. Now, since then, there have been plenty of mega performances, for example Gustav at the 70.3 Worlds, in St George and Nice, but there have been athletes missing at these races, and for me, since 2018 we haven't seen the best of the best race each other and be on the same start line. Now, all four of these guys, Brownlee, Gomez, Canute and Frodeno, came out the swim side by side in 21 minutes 54 seconds, averaging 109 per 100, which is just lightningly fast. It was clear that from the get-go they were all racing for the win, not holding back and pushing these upper boundaries. This now made the race super interesting, as the best of the best were all within a few seconds of each other and onto the bike. The bike again, ridiculously fast, on a cold and windy day too, and with an elevation gain of 1,165 metres, so it wasn't a flat course either. The pack of four stayed together throughout the entirety of the ride, averaging over 43 kilometres per hour, and achieving a final time on the bike of 2 hours 4 minutes. Now, with the road quality in South Africa being less than ideal, the wind speed insanely high, and lots of rain, this was an extremely impressive feat. Things however got a little bit heated where only a few of the guys at the front were doing the brunt of the work, towing a whole train of other athletes behind them, but realistically I think everybody knew that Frodeno, Brownlee and Gomez were in a league of their own when it came down to the run, and I mean this was pretty evident in the results. Anyway, getting off the bike, all three of them were in 10 seconds of each other. Now this is what everybody was waiting for, a foot race between the best of the best to see who was the quickest. At this point, starting the run, Appleton, Heimerick and a few other athletes were in touching distance of these guys, but honestly I think they posed very little threat. From the get-go, the pace was hot for the run, with these guys clocking sub 3 minute Ks in some sections, which is pretty unheard of in triathlon, even though there was a slight negative gradient. Frodeno and Brownlee started to form a lead in the early stages of the run, but Gomez got himself back up, with all three of them clocking sub 16 minute 5Ks for the first section of the run, which is just phenomenal, and an impressive time for a standalone 5K, let alone after a swim and a bike, and during a half marathon. Just awesome. Brownlee started to fade and Gomez came past, but due to a stitch, he couldn't maintain the lead and was then repassed by Alistair not long after. Frodeno, however, looked super the whole day and never looked out of control, although at a few points he was behind Brownlee, and personally I believe this was the furthest he had ever been pushed and quite possibly the most meaningful long course win for him. All three guys clocked sub 110 half marathons, with Jan Frodeno achieving a 106, averaging 310 per kilometre, which is just awesome. Now, Christian Blumenfeld last summer raced a Bergen standalone half marathon and finished in a time of 106 also. So the same time as Frodeno, but without the swim or bike, which I think highlights how impressive Frodeno's effort was. Granted, both runs were on separate courses and had different elevation profiles, so it's not like for like, but still, such an achievement. This level of domination for me has to be the best 70.3 race performance of all time, from both a time and competition standpoint. It was the complete dominance against a world-class field of athletes, whereby he executed the swim, bike and run pretty perfectly. I would love to see if Frodeno, Eden, Blumenfeld and Brownlee face off. I think this would be awesome. Let me know what you guys think down below. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because there's some more videos coming, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.